Hello everyone, welcome to the new video of Power BI session. In this video, we'll be discussing about the new feature called page navigation, which is available in the new version of Power BI tool. Before we start this session, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe and click on the bell button to get more interesting videos like this. Right. Now, we'll see how we can work on this page navigation, which is a new option available in our new version of Power BI tool. In the previous versions, we had to use something called as bookmarks for navigating between the pages. But now we have an option called as page navigation, which will help me in navigating between the pages. How to do that? I'll explain about that in two different ways. The first method will be how to use this page navigation by using these buttons. Let's go and see how to create these buttons and apply page navigations on that. So before that, what we'll do is we have few options here. See, I'll just try to close this or minimize this. If you go to this insert here, I have something called as text box, button, shapes, and image. So here we'll take this button, and we have different kind of buttons here. Let me take this blank button. When I click on this blank button, I'll get a blank button like this. Now let's go to this visualization. Here I have many options wherein I can modify the button what I've created. Now let's go here, and first what we'll do is we'll take the button text and I'll name that as report 1. And if you want to increase the font size, here I have this increasing the font size. Let me make it as 15. And if you want to increase this box, then again we'll do that as well, and we'll select the font. We'll click here so that we'll change the font. Let's say we'll keep it as Arial black, and then select this. Let's go to this general. Here let me say I'll take this as 150 as my width, and let's make this as say 90 as my height. Or if you want, you can still further expand this. Let's make it as 75. I think this should be better. Now let me minimize this option. Now if you want to have a curve edge, let's go back. Here I have this outline. Click on this outline. Let me remove the outline. So I can remove this outline by making it as 0 point. But I want the rounded edges. I'll go here. Let's say we'll take 25. Now if you see this, this will be a rounded edge. We'll try to give a color, then you'll understand how the rounded edge will be. Let's go here to fill color, and here I'll make it as some color here. Just select. So I'll have this color, and you can see the rounded edge here. So if you want the rounded edge, so what I can do, I can go to this outline and I can specify the round edges point, how much ever I need. Fine. Now let's come back to this fill color. In this fill color, so what I'll do, I've taken a color here, but it says transparent. I'll just make it transparent 0 so that I'll get the complete color. Now if you see the button here, the label is very dark as well as the button is also very dark. So we'll try to give a lighter color there. So we'll go here, say in button text, scroll down. Here we'll have this font color. Let's make it as white. Now I have a button here. I'll just place it here, and let's try to make a duplicate of it so that we'll have similar kind of buttons. Let's copy this. I will paste it and I'll keep it here. Again I'll copy, I'll paste, and I'll place it here. So now I have 3 buttons. If you want to align it properly, you can go here, select by holding Control, and then go to this format, and here I have this align, and I can use any of this align option. Let's say I'll align horizontally, or What you can also do is here go to view and here have the selection button. If you click on this, all the shapes what is created that will be available here. The good practice is renaming these button names. How to rename that? Just double click. I'll say BTN. If you select this, say BTN, I'll make it as report 1. I'll copy this and I'll say enter. Let me select the second button. It will go to this button. Double click. Again, just paste it. I'll say report 2. Then double click on this. Paste it. I'll make it report 3. Right. Now I have button 1, button 2, button 3. So this should be report 2. So what we'll do, we'll select these two buttons because these two should be identical, because this is the sheet where I'm working on the report, and these two should be disabled such a way that this is not active. So this will be the active sheet and these two should be the inactive sheet. So for that, I'll go to this fill, and what I'll do is here it says default state and I have this color. I'll make it transparent to 50%. Now this will become transparent. Let's go to this button text, and here I will change the color to black so that it will be visible properly. Yes. Now let's change the text here. It says report 1 and report 1. Let me make it report 2. I'll go here, go to button text. I'll say report 2 and say enter. Select this and make it report 3. So I have 3 buttons for 3 reports. Next, what we'll do is we'll select this and we'll go to this fill. When I hover, means when I just move my cursor on any of these buttons, the color of this has to change or the font size has to change. So we can do that as well. Let's go here. I'll go to this fill. I'll say hover. You just select here and say hover, and here it will give me some color. So I'll go here. Let me change this color. So you can choose any of these colors you want. I'll choose black and I'll make it as 80% as transparent. Now let's go and test. See, it is changing the color. Fine. Let's change the font of this text as well. Select this and I'll go to this button text. Here it says default state. I'll select this hover and let me scroll down. I'll say when I hover on that, it should be, we'll make it 20. Enter. And let's check. See, if you move my cursor here, the font size is getting increased as well as the button color is changing. Fine. Now let's do the same thing for these two. Let me select these two. I could have done along with this just for testing. What I did, I just tried with this. Now I'll do the same option for these two buttons. Let me go here. I'll say button text and hover, scroll down. Here I'll make it as 20. Enter. Now let me go to this fill. I'll say hover. I'll make it black color, and here I'll make it as 80%, which are given similar to this button. Now if you go and move my cursor here, see, we'll just enable like this. Yes. Now we have created 3 buttons. We shaded this with different colors. Then we also gave different options. That is, when it hovers, the color has to change and the font size has to change. Done. Now what we'll do is, just to make this as a navigation button, we'll insert one more shape. Let's go here. We'll take a shape. Don't take button, just take this shape. When I click on this, I'll get a shape. Just place it somewhere here and resize this like this. Resize this to the size whatever you prefer. Just try to cover this. Yes. Now let's select this and we'll try to give the color of the active button so that it looks as if these two are of the same shape. So how to do that? Let's select this shape, go to fill, and I'll select the same color of this, and then I'll minimize this, go to line, I'll remove the line. Click on this, see, if you want to move this button, you can select this, hold control and just move your button a little bit. And then if you want to increase this, so you can see the formatting however you want. You can just try to format the shape. Yes. Now I have 3 different navigation buttons here. Yes. Now what we'll do, we'll try to assign the reports here, whatever I've created. Say I have this page 1. Let me rename this to report 1. I'll create one more page here. I'll name this to report 2, and then we'll create one more page as report 3. So you can create whatever reports you want here, whatever charts or tables or whatever report you want, you can just create. I'm just telling you how to create the navigation buttons. Right. Now when I'm in this report 1, this button should not have any navigation. That means it is in the same page. Now the navigation should be for these two buttons. So what we'll do, we'll go here, select this button, and then scroll down here. We have something called as action. Let's enable this. Click on this action, and here we have something called as type. Click here. See, the previous versions we had to give this bookmark for enabling or say navigating between the pages, but now in the new version we have this page navigation, which will help me in navigating between the pages. Now when I click on this report 2, it should go to this report 2. I'll go here, select this, and here it will ask for the destination. I'll say go to report 2. Done. Now let me select this. Same thing, we'll go to this action, enable this action, and say page navigation, and here let me select this report 3. Done. Now let me hold control and just click on this and observe it is going to report 2 sheet. Let's come back to report 1. I'll click on this report 3. It is going to report 3 sheet. So now my navigations are proper. Let me select this and go to action, and here if you say this, I'll say page navigation. I'll not get report 1 because I'm already in the same sheet, right? So that is why I told you don't have to give navigation for this. Let me select this. So if you go here, select, say action, make it off. Done. Now how to use the same buttons in these sheets? So what we'll do is select any of the shape and say Control A. It will select all the shapes. Control C, and then go to report 2 and say Control V. So this will copy and paste the same buttons here. Let me copy this in report 3 sheet as well. Fine. Now if you go here, I'll click on this report 2. We'll go to report 2 sheet. But now this has to be activated. So what will I do for that? Just select this by holding control, or we can go to this selection and select this button. This is selected. You can go here, you can use this format painter, and you can click on this. The same form, whatever is there, the same format will be pasted here. But I want the format here. So what I'll do, I can select this format painter and select this and click on this. Done. Now if you go to this report 1, we had not given the action button here, that is action option here, because we had copied the same thing here. Let's do that. Before that, what we'll do is we'll format this report 3 sheet as well. Let's select this and say format painter. I'll just click here, select report 1, format painter, and select this report 3 and click here. See, now let me select this report 2 button, report 2, format painter, select report 1 and paste this. Yes, now all the 3 buttons are ready. So if you go here, first sheet is activated, then here second sheet is activated, then third sheet is activated. Fine. Now what we'll do is we'll go here, we'll select button report 1. I'll go here and I'll give the action, say page navigation. I'll say report 1. Now for this second report, we'll go here and we'll say no action because it is in the same page. Now select this report 3, go to this action, and it's already there because we had given in the report 1 sheet. Let's go to report 3 now. Select this report 1, scroll down, give this action and page navigation, and I'll say report 1, and select this report 2 action, and here say page navigation. Already the page report 2 has been assigned for this. Report 3, just switch off. Done. Now let's go to report 1. I'll click on this report 2. It will take me to report 2 sheet. Click on this report 3. See, now you have this navigation button. So like this, you can create a navigation button by using the new option, page navigation. This is the method of by using buttons. We have one more way, that is we can create the navigations by using icons as well. So what are icons? You would have seen, say some small icons will be there. So I can use these icons in my Power BI for navigation of pages. So how to do that, I'll show you in this session. Let's go back. Let me just take this. Here, let's enable this selection, view selection. It's a good practice actually to have this selection so that all the shapes what you create will be displayed here. So you can name that or you can align it however you want. Fine. The first thing what we'll do is we'll go here, insert, and I'll take one shape. Let's take this shape and we'll resize this. How to resize this? Select this, go to this format, here, go to general, make it this X position as 0 so that it will go and sit in the corner, and then we'll make the width as 100 and we'll drag this down so that it will be a sidebar completely towards my left hand side. Select this, you can still see here, say general, I made it 100, let me make it 100, and let this be any height, that is it is covering the whole view. Fine. Now let me remove the outer line. For that I'll go to this line, then I'll remove this line, so I don't want the line here. Next I'll go to this fill. Let's say I'll take a kind of dark gray here, it looks good. Now let me minimize this. Now this is my sidebar. So what I'll do, select this in this selection tab. So what I'll do, I'll go here, I'll say sidebar. Right. Next what I'll do is I'll take 3 shapes. I'll tell you why I'm taking these 3 shapes. First we'll go and we'll resize this. Say we'll make it as 100 and 100. We'll make a square shape here. Let this be here like this. We'll name this as SHP report 1. Make a copy of it. Assuming that I'm creating 3 different reports, I will name this as report 2, that is it's a shape. Now let me select this, Control C and say Control V. I'll keep it here. I'll name this as report 3, that is it's a shape. Now you can place it here. All these 3 you can just select like this. Select this by holding Control here, and I'll take this and I'll keep it here somewhere, wherever you feel, just fit this here like this. Now if you can see, I have these 3 shapes. Later we'll format it, let it be as is. Now we'll take the icons. So what I have done is I have created few icons. To import the icons, I'll go to this image and then I'll take the icons which is required for the reports. Icon 1, I'll take icon 2. I'm just trying to take few icons and I'll say icon 3. So I have these 3 icons here. Let me select this. Here I have this image. So what I'll do, I'll rename this as well. IMG. I'll say report 1. Make this as IMG, that means it's an image. If you go here, see, let me select this. This was the second report. I'll say IMG report 2, and then we'll select this and we'll rename this as IMG report 3. Right. Now select all these three images or icons. Go to this general. This also will make it as 100 and say 100, enter. Now this will become a square here. Now what we'll do, just take one by one and I'll place it here. See, just place it with the say shape what you had created. Take here, I'll put it here. Fine. Take this and we'll put it here like this. Just place it here. See, I had three shapes and three icons which I placed here. Next is we need to create a button, because I need to have a navigation button. For that purpose, actually, we are creating this say file or say report. Now let me go here, click here. I'll take a blank button. Let me drag it somewhere here. So what I'll do is I'll go to this general and I'll resize this 100, 100, say enter. Now this button has to be placed on top of this, but when I place this, see, this icon is not visible. So for that, what we should do is you have to make it transparent. How to make it transparent? I'll show you. Go to this background and switch off this background so that you don't have any color here. See, if you go here, it will be transparent like this. Fine, let it be here. Let's go to this fill and here let's say fill. It says default state. It is saying that it is 50% transparent. If I move here, see, it will be transparent like this, but it's a white color. So what we'll do is select this. When it is default state, I'll say this has to be completely transparent. And what we'll do, when I hover on this, let's make it little grayish, or say, we'll take this black and we'll make it 90% transparent. Now just move your cursor here. See, it is giving me a gray shade. If you want to give, when I press something should happen, that also you can give here. You can go here, say on hover, it is black color with 90%. I'll say on press, I'll make it, let's say, let it be like this only. Or if you want any color, we can give some color like this. Let's say I'll give this color and let me make it as 90%. See, when I hover, it will be something like this color, that is black color with 90% transparent. If I press, then we have this something like an dark orange with 90% transparent. Just to show you guys how this default state, hover and press will work, I've just given you. So you can choose your own template colors and you can do it. Now what I'll do, I'll select this. If you see here, it says button 1. So let's rename this as well. I'll say PTN report 1. So we have three reports. We are trying to create three reports. For that, we took shape, then we took the icons, and now we are trying to create the button. Let me copy this and I'll paste it. See, the same button, I'm just trying to paste it. Now I have these three buttons. Let me rename this. See, this is for report 1. Then let's take this, we'll make it as report 2. Let's change this to report 2, and then select this and we'll make it as report 3. Done. Now we're done with all the shapes. Now what we'll do, we'll take this report 1. So here you'll not know which shape, so just go and click on this. See, take this and place it here. Report 2, take this and place it on this. You can exactly place it. Suppose if it is not fitting, just go here and you can place this. Report 3, drag it and we'll put it here. Now all the buttons have been placed. Now if you think that I don't want the border for these three shapes, hold control. Now it is easy for you to recognize which shape you want to format. Now I don't want the blue line, whatever is there. I just want the line should be blank. Let's go here. I'll remove the line, make it 0. See, I don't have the line here. Now for the button, I have line. So what I'll do, I'll go here, select this. Let me remove the outline here. I'll say no outline. Done. See, now I have removed the outline for both the shape and the reports. Now why did I take these three shapes? I'll tell you. Let me select this, all these three. So let's take the color of this sidebar How to take the color? Just select, go to this fill. I have this color. Say, click on this and say custom color. It will give me some color. Copy this. Now what I'll do is I'll take this shape 2 and shape 3 and I'll say fill. Let's fill with the color what I have with the sidebar. So if you see this, see, now it makes us feel that this shape, whatever is there, is enabled. Now what we'll do, we'll create 3 reports. I'll go here, I'll name this as report 1, then we'll say report 2, then we'll name it as report 3. Sorry, say report 3. Yes, let's go to this report 1. Now you know that there are 3 buttons here. Now what we'll do, let me select this button 1, that is report 1. Now as I told you, this will be in the same sheet. I don't have to give any action here. Let's select this, the report 2, say action and go here. I'll say page navigation and say report 2. Let's select this button now, that is report 3, action, then scroll down. I'll say page navigation, then select this report 3. Now let's just hold control, and if I just press on this, see, it is going to report 2. Let's go back. Now I want to have this bar, say, with all these icons to this report 2 and report 3. So what I'll do, again same thing, select, control A, copy this, go to report and say control V. Let's go to this report 3 sheet, say control V. Yes. Now come back to this report sheet. Now let's take the color of say the report, the shape report 1. Let's take the color. It says F3, F2, F1. Select this and we'll shade the same thing for my report 2 sheet. I'll go here and I'll say paste it here, enter. Let's do the same thing for report 3 as well. Anyways, we have copied the color code, fill, and I'll paste it here. Done. Next, I'll go to this report, the shape 1, what is there? This one has to be same color as the sidebar. Let's take the color of the sidebar. So what you can do is you can take the color and put it in a notepad. That will be still a good idea. And I'll select shape 1, fill, and then let's replace this. See, now this become report 1 with this as say enabled and these two disabled. See, now this will be enabled, and here we'll make the same thing for this shape 1 and say fill color, change the color, say control V, enter. See, now it shows report 1, report 2, and say report 3. Now let's go to this report 2. Now if I click on this, it has to go to report 1 sheet. Now let's say I'll select this button report 1, go to action, and I'll say page navigation, and I'll select report 1. Done. Now let me select button 2. The action should not be given for this. I'll remove the action, and then I'll select this button 3. Here the action should go to this report 3. Let's go and check. It's already there. Fine. Let's go to report 3. We'll do the same thing. Let's select this button 1. I'll say action, and then select this page navigation, and I'll say report 1. And let's go and check for the report 2, that is button 2. And if you go and check this, yes, already the navigation is there because we had specified that in the report 1 sheet, which we copied and pasted here. Now let's go for this report 3 and remove this action. Nothing will happen if it is there, but still it is not necessary because it says page navigation and say none. Instead I'll say remove this. Now let's go to this report 1. Now I have this button here. See, if I move my cursor here, if I click on this, see the color is getting changed. We have given that hover and say press event. Now let me use control and I'll click on this. See, it is going to report to sheet. It makes us feel that actually this is enabled and these two are disabled. Now let me go here. I'll click on this. See, it will take me to third sheet. So likewise, I can create the navigation buttons by using icons as well. So we had two different ways. One is by this navigation buttons by just having a button like this, or we also saw how to use icons and create the navigation buttons. So likewise, you can put your own creative ideas and create different buttons for using navigation with different reports. So this is all for this session. I hope you like this video. If you found this video very interesting, please do subscribe to our channel, and this will encourage us and support us for making more interesting videos like what we have shown here. Thank you very much. Please don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you.